You're 100% right. Your experiments will only be as good as the ideas you try. Your ad copy that you upload into Google, you can upload any ad you want into Google, and Google is going to optimize the heck out of it for you. It's going to help you know what message works or doesn't work. What it won't let you know is the gazillions of other messages you could have tried. It doesnn't tell you like what will be better from everyone else, right? Or from other places. It's so funny to hear you talk about like how systematic they are and rigorous, and especially on a small scale, because oftentimes people clutch onto that because they're just dying not to be wrong. They're just so scared of being wrong that there's sort of a fallacy that if I can do things in a very scientific way, that will make my error go away. And the reality is that error is a part of everything we do. Every experiment, even the best experiments run by, pharmaceutical companies, have error in them. Error is part of everything, and it's about sort of how to deal with it in the right level. But to your point, I think you're 100% right. Now, there's frameworks that people can use. There's a framework like what's the reach? What's the impact? What's your perceived confidence? What's the level of effort that you might go into it? So you can sort of score things on those dimensions, which really does help have a conversation about what to do or not do. Well, what's happening with every one of these scores? Those scores are all based on your perceived judgment, some of which are true. So reach is very easy. That one's easy to do. Effort is kind of easy to do. You can sort of know how many weeks it might take unless you're wrong, plus or minus, which often is more, right? Double it. Impact and confidence, though, you're guessing. Reality is you're guessing, right? Like you don't have the data until after you do the thing. And so how do you guess? Well, the reason why people who have been, in the industry for so long generally have a better hit rate is because they've run more experiments. And so their guesses are more informed by the things that others have done or that have worked for them in the past. But there's, even with that personal judgment, with that experience, you're still going to have a fair number of things that are going to miss. The point being is that know that up front, you're guessing and use that and understand, okay, well, what do I do before I run the test? What signal can I get before I try something to give me a reason to believe that it's worth doing? Sometimes the easiest thing to do is to have a conversation like the one I'm having with you right now, right? And just with somebody who is a potential buyer and say, help me understand, is this really a problem? Is it a qualitative thing? There's other experiments you can do, like with Google Ads, to run them. You can look at what other people are running in experiments too. There's so many different places where you can learn, and all you're really trying to do is inform your perceived level of impact, your perceived level of confidence in being right, so that you can tilt the eventual outcomes in your favor, assuming you get enough shots at it.